father, he's been in martial arts his whole life. So as soon as I was born, I started doing martial arts. And you know, at first, like I did a lot of stand-up style stuff and following him in JKD. Through the JKD instructor conferences that they held every year, it was like a week-long thing where they would have different instructors for each art. And they brought in the Gracies. And so my father experienced jiu-jitsu for the first time. But he would come home and start teaching what he was learning, and of course showing me. And I mean, once we started to learn how deep the technical aspects of jiu-jitsu were, you know, that was something that I fell in love with right away.
In our family, most of the guys, we start training when we start walking, so I don't remember much when I start training, but I remember I'm always on the mat. Sometimes I see footage of the guys training, and I see a little kid jumping, bugging everybody, and I say, who's that kid? Then I see it's me there. I remember like my first competition, that was 7 years old, and and I started taking it really seriously around 15. I trained really hard every day.
I've seen Kayron compete since he was a blue belt. He won the Pan Ams as a lightweight blue belt, and my student Justin Rader was in the same division. He took third place and Kayron won.
I was supposed to fight him not long ago, like a few months ago, but then I had an injury on my knee, and then I had to pull off. So now we're fighting, so I'm excited for that.
As a teacher and coaching my students, that's one way I really kind of take notice of people and, you know, say, oh, this guy's going to be really good. And, you know, a lot of them I actually start watching because I know one day I'm going to face them. My jiu-jitsu is my life's work. You know, I've dedicated my whole life to being on the mat and trying to seek perfection with my game. We're gonna get a little circuit in and push it pretty hard today. Whatever my coach tells me to do.
Today, I'm going to put him through a workout that was popularized by the Eastern European bloc countries back in the day with some of the Greco-Roman wrestlers. We're going to go for 20 minutes here. We're going to finish up with some applied strongman techniques just for some added conditioning. Developing a big, strong work capacity and developing a stronger, more powerful fighter is our goal.
This is one of my favorite places to eat for a lot of reasons. It's really clean, really fresh, good food. Having a good diet to me is really important because it's the fuel for how your body's gonna perform. Good fresh salad, and they have wraps and other good stuff. I eat here like 4 or 5 times a week, so you know, it's just good way how I get my day going. And then every night I hit the mats, teach and train with all my boys at my academy in Oklahoma City. You know, the match is 20 minutes, so it has the potential to be very long, you know, and grueling. You know, I have to be ready to deal with all positions. The majority of my training is with my students. I mean, pretty much all of it. My students are really tough. I have them starting good positions on me, so it breaks me down a little more and makes me work harder, work my defense, work my way out, and then, you know, it pushes me more physically and mentally as well.
I don't feel much pressure, but I think if you are a Gracie and you want to be a fighter, you should be in a high level because it's a traditional family. You have all the tools to train, all the information there. So if you want to be a fighter, I think you should be a good competitor. But if you want to be something else, it's your choice, you know. These past years I've been injuring myself a lot, I think, because maybe I was pushing too hard on the jiu-jitsu training. The small muscles weren't that strong, so now I'm working out a lot of strengthening all the little muscles and keeping my body really strong. Sometimes I go to lift weights You want to work out your major muscles, you come here, you work out from your toe to your head. The first Mendes place came here because I hurt my knee to rehab, and now I come out 3 times a week, feeling great, getting ready for the tournament.
Athleticism really requires the ability to move better, to move faster, more explosively, and most importantly, make sure that your training system isn't hurting anybody. And so we're really entirely focused on injury prevention, improving athletic ability, and doing it in a manner that improves their performance.
And then after that, I go like have some food, nothing too heavy, so I can train later. So we kind of have a salad and acai. Recharging. We're here in San Clemente, having some food after training, having some acai, some Gracie style food with Diogo, AJ, all my training partners here. I like this place a lot. It reminds me of Brazilian food, very healthy, like kind of like beach style. We got salads, sandwiches, a lot of healthy juices. Now come to my school and then train some jiu-jitsu. Some of our black belts, some really talented guys. You can push the pace, you know, you can go fast, you can work your attacks, and you work also your defense. If you commit a mistake, they'll catch it. Sometimes you go a lower guy, you make a lot of mistakes, but the speed and the technique is not there, so they don't take advantage of that. Always pushing me. These guys are very good, always supporting me. It's gonna be exciting for no points, only submissions.
Who's going to break first? Who's going to make the first mistake?
I always have a forward game. I like to go for the submissions.
I feel like my experience is going to really kick in, and I'm very confident about it.
But I think it'll be very exciting for everybody to watch.